by which he permeates, I think he articulates better for the understanding of the Western mind. Now, I've been here in this country for so many years and I've been working on Western people. And what I find is that there is a great seeking, no doubt. People are not satisfied with their life, with their mundane life. They think it is very routinous. They are bored. There are some people who think that if these great books and scriptures have described that there is something divine, there is something higher, and there is something like what we call the all-pervading power, which is ruling this universe, and if one has to enter into the kingdom of God, then there must be some way out, and we must find it. From inside, they don't feel happy about themselves, they are insecure, because they think they haven't got what they have been seeking. So, there are markets open for such things, and when the demand comes in, there is a supply from everywhere. Also from our great country, that is India, we have supply of people coming down. Today I was talking to the people who have advertised and this and that, and they said that the market people have used all these adjectives, like it's a new way, it's a new style, it is what you are seeking, is inner experience, enlightenment, this, that, all that. Now, one thing one has to say, that they are very clever, that they even say that no money is needed, no money will be charged, it will be accepted freely. But why are they doing this? I just can't understand. Why are they playing with the divine? What makes them do all these things? It's a very dangerous game. If they really believe in the supreme power of God, then they must know you cannot play with it. It's a very serious matter. Most of them sell it, all right. Most of them sort of have a go towards it. It happens because of two things. One is complete ignorance. What you call, they are naive about spiritual life. They don't know what is God, what are His powers. They themselves perhaps are just leading like a blind man other blind people. They may not be bad at heart. I don't say they may want to ruin others. But the others could be really negative, horrible people, satanic. And they give you certain concepts through their books, through their advertisement or whatever it is, and that you accept and you live by that. Now, whatever I say, they might say the same. If I say this is reality, they'll say this is reality. But saying is not the point. What should a seeker do? Seeker should ask for the real. Now how? Say, I will say that now I'm going to give you a real cake to eat or a real pudding to eat. You must taste. And you must see that you feel the taste of it. And that it should be a cake and not a plastic stuff. Now when you start testing these people also, You may get some sort of a scorpion biting in your tongue. Or maybe they might spoil you with it. It is that dangerous. I have done to many people like that. Those who come to me, most of them were affected by some sort of a horrible person hitting them because they're sick. They will also say the same thing as we speak the language of love and of heart. I mean, it's very difficult and complicated in this world where people are playing games with themselves and with others. They live with it. We should not play with ourselves. We should not play with the lives of others. It's a very dangerous game, as I have told you. Not only that, but it may reduce your chances of realization to nil. We should find out, is there something happening within us? Are we getting transformed? What actualization has taken place within us? This should be the criteria. Have we felt anything in us? Actually, I never expected that one day I'll have to speak like other salesmen are there, that this is genuine. Because so many have dropped up now. That it is impossible to make people understand that seek thyself or self-realization means you should know about yourself and about others. Is to jump into the collective consciousness. It's an actualization. It is not just talking, or just brainwashing. It's a living force if it is evolution. The living force has to work it out. It has to come up by itself. You should see it, you should feel it. It should be perceptible. It's not something in the air. But you have to give a little time to it. Sometimes not. Such complicated personalities we have developed because of our thinking and overthinking. We want to think about everything as if we can even think about God. We go round and round ourselves, see, like little cat getting into the circles of wool around her. And then she doesn't know how to get out of it. So we create our own cocoons in which we suffocate. So it is necessary to little bit put down your speed and then see for yourself what you should expect when you say self-realization, when you say self, what is it? Now when I'm talking to you, it is theoretical. You may think so. It's not, in a way, because Sahaja Yogis know it is not. But for normal people who are not yet realized, it's absolutely a theory. All right? You don't accept me, but you don't deny me, right? It has to work out. If it does not work out in Eve, I will have to tell you that it has not worked out. It has to work out. Now, aren't you wanting your self-realization? Why should you be attached to anything which doesn't give you reality? This I cannot understand. Some people, because they have paid the money, they think we should go through all the bad experiences. But it is not only an experience which doesn't leave its dent in you, it leaves a very serious dent. So now we talk about what we are seeking, that is self, and self-realization and mechanism about which Kavin has said. Today I'll talk about self because I've been talking about the mechanism so far, and it would be nice to change over the topic a little bit. Can I take out my... It's better to be on the ground than to be... All right. Can you take out my... Yeah. Now what is the self we are talking about? What is self-realization? As I said, you can take it as a theory for you. You can accept it as a theory for the time being. But then if it is a hypothesis, it has to be proved. Give yourself a chance. Do not jump into conclusions suddenly. Pay some attention to yourself. You have been running a rat race. Stop it for a while. This is for you. Only for you people. I don't need it. You have to get it. It's a gift. But that should not make your ego just stand up like that. After all, a mother can give you a gift, isn't it? What is there to be so angry about it? Now, the thing that we are talking about is the self within us, in our heart. He resides within us. We should say it resides is better. Because it does not have any bias. It is detached. It is the reflection of God Almighty, which is called as the light. The light that enlightens. That light, that flicker is within us. That is the self. That is the spirit. That's not spirit the way people understand the spiritualist. This is your own expression of the reflection of God within you. God is reflecting in your heart, of which you are aware, but you cannot see through it. Did you follow my point, this one? There is light. Light enlightens. There is the flame, the light. And this light enlightens everything. There are three things. The one that is to be enlightened has to know the one that enlightens it. You've got your life. You are leading a human life. You are a human being. God has made you a human being. Or evolution has made you a human being. If you feel challenged, even if I take the name of God, all right, let us keep it that you are a human being because of evolution, all right. Now this human being has to know that one, the one who has brought forth this evolution. Do we know how we have become human beings? Do we know why we have become human beings? Is there any purpose to our life? Or we are just born here to enjoy life and die, or cry and weep and die? There is something to be known, but we have not known it. So all these three things are in one personality, that is the self. Now these personalities are expressed within us in three ways. First is our attention. Through our evolution, we have developed a personality by which we have a human attention. Attention is spread out like that. But directed attention is called as Lakshya in Sanskrit language. So we have two types of attention. One is the attention as it is, and once you put your attention to something, that is another attention we can say, or the directed attention. This attention we have developed through our evolution is within us, but is not yet, though directed towards self, has not reached that. So this self, this spirit, this Atma, has got to enlighten that attention that is ours. Because our attention is not enlightened. We have no discrimination. We are so confused. We don't know which to believe, which not to believe. We don't know which Ayakula is correct or Carter is correct. We are so confused. Our attention is confused. Why? Because we haven't found out the absolute. Why? Because in the darkness we are seeing our things. If our attention is enlightened, then we can see everything clearly. But it is only possible if you touch that spirit within you, that light within you. So you are attention, you are chit, but unenlightened one. So human attention has reached a certain stage of development, but is not yet enlightened. I say so, you believe it or not. But it has to be enlightened. I say so. And it has to be done, which you also ask for. So the spirit can be only known through the enlightened attention which you have, and it can be only enlightened by the light. This is the problem. Once you understand that there is a flicker within us which we cannot reach, there is somebody who knows about us everything. Kshetragya, he knows about the wheel, what we do. But we cannot attain that. Though we are aware of it, he is being there. There's some sort of a curtain in between. What is that curtain? Is of ignorance. This ignorance also can go only if there is light. Again the same problem. There is a curtain of ignorance, and we cannot see that light, which has to enlighten because the curtains are drawn. We are in complete ignorance. So the ignorance has to go. By discovering the truth about it. So we come to the second point, that is the truth. Now what is the truth? People will ask, what is the truth? Without the light, how can you explain? Supposing you find a rope lying on the road or somewhere and you're frightened. How are you to be convinced that it is not a snake, but it's just a rope lying, unless and until you put some light on that and show for definite that this is just a rope and a myth. So, your attention has to be enlightened first thing. And to get rid of your ignorance, you have to find out the truth. And then you know that the self, the spirit, emits joy. Joy which is beyond the duality of sorrow and happiness. You have to go beyond that. Beyond the duality. To be that. That's your destination. So how to reach to that is the problem. There is a way inside us, already created within us. The one who has created you, the one who has made you a human being, is going to arrange for you the same thing within you. Every seed has got a revule, a germinating power within it, and it works spontaneously by itself, and it can create a tree. Then, is it not possible that God Himself has to worry about His own creation, which has flowered into human beings, that He should Himself do something about it? It's absolutely rational. How much truth have you found out so far? Whatever is subjective in you is the truth. The rest is only your endeavor or your effort. Say, for example, if you know this is hot or cold, of course, that is true. That is subjective. If you can feel the numbness, yes, that is subjective. If you feel pins and needles, that is subjective. All the rest of it, whatever you do, is your effort, is to read something, or to write something, or to inform something. God knows how much part of it is the truth and how much is not. So the idea of truth itself is so confused. Because the means of knowing the truth is so limited within us. You have to become with your self as absolutely identified. Then you can see through what is the truth and what is not the truth. But so far as a human being, what have we discovered so far? That there is moon hanging in the air or in that atmosphere. And that you go and find the same sort of thing that is here. That's not the truth, by any chance. Who has made the moon and the earth? Who has made even us, this brain, which takes you to the moon? No questions have been answered by science so far. If you ask one simple question, why there is gravity in the Mother Earth? Why? One question, why? You ask the scientists, they cannot answer. It's just whatever is there, you see this hall is made, all right. If you can feel the numbness, yes, that is subjective. If you feel pins and needles, that is subjective. All the rest of it, whatever you do, is your effort, is to read something, or to write something, or to inform something. God knows how much part of it is the truth and how much is not. So the idea of truth itself is so confused. Because the means of knowing the truth is so limited within us. You have to become with your self as absolutely identified. Then you can see through what is the truth and what is not the truth. But so far as a human being, what have we discovered so far? That there is moon hanging in the air or in that atmosphere. And that you go and find the same sort of thing that is here. That's not the truth, by any chance. Who has made the moon and the earth? Who has made even us, this brain, which takes you to the moon? No questions have been answered by science so far. If you ask one simple question, why there is gravity in the Mother Earth? Why? One question, why? You ask the scientists, they cannot answer. It's just whatever is there, you see this hall is made, all right. Then you have seen this is how it is made. Yes, it is before you will see it. What is so special? What is to discover in it? How it is supported, why it is supported. But still why? Why so much weight will support so much of weight? Why? So no questions can be answered. Why are we human beings? Because the truth that we have found out is through our rationality, which is a limited thing, which can only tell you whatever is in the matter around us, or whatever you see in the human psyche that's happening, which you can see clearly. But why it happens, nobody can say. So with that, we should not develop any inferiority complex. No. That is the amount of achievement you have got now. You have to go further with it. That's all. Not to feel inferior or in any way confused about it or in any way guilty about anything. But just to be in the center to see that we have reached a certain point and we have to go further, finished. This is what you are seeking today. Your wholesomeness you are seeking in that. Because you are just moving alone and you are not related to the whole. You do not know how you are related to England. You do not know how you are related to your own wife or your children, everything. That evolution, the last bit of it, where the instrument is completely created. And that evolution where you have to jump into that higher evolution, into that personality which can perceive, I said. Again, I'm talking about actualization, which can perceive, can feel as a subjective experience, not as an objective experience like a poet. I will stand here and give you a big romantic scene out of this dome. And you may get into that imagination and enjoy it, but again you come down straight on the on the ground. I am saying the subjective experience means that is to be built in your awareness. It's not just to be believed into or imagined into, but it has to be built in you, like a flower becoming a fruit. It is no imagination. So then, only you can get enlightened. Your attention will be enlightened. When the attention is enlightened within you, naturally you start seeing things